Hello, I'm Arvada Mayor Mark Williams, and I am thrilled to introduce you to and welcome to the Arvada City Council, Dot Miller. Dot, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor.
Dot, you have been involved in this community for a number of years, first as a business owner, then as president of the Chamber of Commerce, and then in a number of nonprofit roles and with your new business. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's been super exciting. I love Arvada. I love everything about it. I bought the business here, Pump It Up, and got involved with the chamber, and then was the chamber president for 6 years. I left for a brief stint to run a trade association for the insurance industry, and then came back and started my company, The Solution, which is an association management company. When I was gone, I felt like, whoa, I missed a little bit of Arvada, and I wasn't involved, and I wasn't at the table, and I didn't know everything that was going on. So here I am.
So when Don Howard decided not to run for re-election at the at-large seat, you threw your hat in the ring. Why did you decide to change hats?
I did, right? So being away from Arvada, that was hard. You know, when there were developments happening and more people moving into Arvada, and the conversations all over the place about new groups forming and new nonprofits and new events, and I didn't know what was going on, and I really wanted to know what was going on. More so, the strategic plan is happening. In the next couple of years, we're going to talk about what does our city look like in the next 6 to 8 years, and I want to be a part of that.
Dot, I know you campaigned very hard, and as someone who's been through a few campaigns myself,
right.
I know you got to knock on a lot of doors, and I know you did that.
I did.
What did you hear when you were knocking on doors?
There were a couple of themes that shouted out loud and clear. I knocked on 5,000 doors, and affordable housing was one. And another one that I heard was people aren't getting the message about everything that's going on. They want to be heard, but they also want to be communicated to. So I think that's another conversation we need to have.
And Dot, with your involvement in the chamber, and obviously the emphasis on the business community there, and what you've learned in your career about economic development, where do you see that moving forward, and what can we do to really enhance it?
You know, Arvada is an incredibly business-friendly community with economic development and the chamber and urban renewal, how we all work together with the city. We are cohesive, and it's recognized, and we do a great job with economic development in Arvada. I think we can do a better job of telling our story, of talking to Arvada residents about what we're doing and all that we do, and programs that are available for our businesses.
Dot, you, I guess it's probably been a couple of years ago, got an award as being, one of the most important women under 40 in our community.
Oh, yeah.
You bring the average age of the city council down a bit, and we appreciate that.
I don't want to comment on that one, Mayor Williams.
You don't?
No.
I think it's great that you're bringing some younger perspective to the city.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's fun to see and hear people since I've been elected get excited about having more women on council and some diversity. So that's fun.
Good. And you bring an important element to us in that regard.
Thank you.
So I know that you have great support from your husband, Ranger. Tell us a little bit about Ranger.
Oh, he's fantastic. So I do, I mean, you know as well as I do, you cannot do this job without a supportive spouse or supportive significant other. Ranger has been right there knocking on doors and waving signs and putting out signs and sitting at festival booths. He's so cute. He'll be sitting at a booth, and you know how it is. You'll have people come up and talk to you, and they're passionate about what it is that they believe in, and he'll take a deep breath and say, okay, let's think this through together, and he's just a great, supportive, wonderful husband.
It's, as I well know, it's so important to have
a
spouse or partner who really is there in your corner,
right.
Lifts you up when you need lifting up, and,
exactly.
and maybe brings you down a little bit when
right?
you need brought down as well.
So true.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the most important thing you want to work on?
I think, the people have spoken, affordable housing and telling our story better. Those, we have such a huge influx of people coming into Arvada right now. So there are infrastructure issues, and we need to do smart growth and smart planning, and that's important. But we also need to talk about affordable housing for the employees that work in Arvada so that they can live and work in Arvada. But I think telling our story and communicating and getting the citizens involved and finding a way to, maybe it's through an Arvada app, so that people can participate in the conversation. So I'm excited about that.
Well, I know you have always been a great conversation starter. You bring exciting energy, passion. You are the Energizer Bunny.
Thank you.
And I know you're going to do a great job as representing the citizens as a council member at large, and I look forward to working very closely with you in the years to come.
I appreciate it. I'm excited about it.
Well, as we welcome Dot Miller to the Arvada City Council, we're thrilled to have her. I can't tell you how fortunate we are in Arvada to have such a cohesive council that even if we disagree on an issue, we work together, we work through it, and we work for our citizens. So with that, I'm Arvada Mayor Mark Williams. It's great to be with you again.